Columbus, Ohio. One of the great things about the early part of the season, high-profile non-conference games, and that's what we have for you on EA Sports College Football. It's the Louisville Cardinals and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
The Buckeyes are never satisfied, even though this team went 12-2 last season, perfect in the Big Ten until the Big Ten championship loss to Indiana. Ryan Day knows the Buckeyes have something to prove. They have got to rebuild and reload after losing some top talent to the NFL. But they have got Jeremiah Smith, and he is the best player in the country. They can build around this superstar. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Buckeyes headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. He'll bring it out. It's Richardson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Louisville Cardinals offense will have first crack at this one. They'll be matched up against one of the best secondaries in the country.
And this matchup is going to be so much fun to watch because this defense, they're really, really good. And they like to take away what you do best. And a lot of times that means focusing on your number one guy. Palmer, here's a problem. There's two in this offense. So I can't wait to watch how they handle both of these guys that can make big plays and what answers they try to come up with.
I think that's the big question, right? Because it's really hard as a defense to double two guys. And I think if you're on offense here, you want to try and change the picture.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
Coming into the game, the defense talked about, man, they really wanted to get to this quarterback. Well, it didn't take long. 2 plays in, they get to him, and they get the sack.
They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
What a great job by the defense, forcing a 3 and out. Beautiful job in coverage there. This is going to set up a punt and put them the football back in great field position.
He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. On the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. So Ohio State's offense will now get its first chance with the football. And here are the guys who make it go. Just an outstanding offensive line.
And it's amazing every year, man. We do these games, and we've done them for so long, and year after year. You can just hang your hat. Like this group up front on the offensive line is going to be physical. It's going to be tough. It's going to start there. And, Palmer, it's no different in this context.
They've done such a good job, I think, too, developing guys up front because they're not always getting 5-star talent, but this coaching staff, year in, year out, they're able to get the most out of these guys, get them in the weight room, get their weight up, work on the technique, the fundamentals, and they all work so well together. They're so well coached up front, and no different this year with this unit.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Tough run here. It's Jackson. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Finds his big tight end. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Powers inside. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. The give on 4th. And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage, and the defense holds. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. He just kept going backwards. You have to step
great job on the safety there. And how about the D tackle just collapsing the pocket? There was nowhere for the quarterback to step up into to try to buy himself some time. That D tackle walked his man right into the lap of the QB, and he gets the safety.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And the Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They're all over it. Just left that ball well short.
And that was a play where maybe the big target was open quicker or sooner than the quarterback had anticipated, but it's still no excuse to throw the ball off your back leg. You got to chop up your steps, you got to get a good base, and you got to step into the throw.
Throws to the wideout. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. The Buckeyes decide to punt it away.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some 1st downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Turns it on in midfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to Isaac Brown. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling
always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the 1st half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Cardinals will call on their punt team. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Say it. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it down the field. And they exploited that soft spot. They get it down to the 35. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. On the run, it's Jackson. Forced out of bounds, good pickup there on the ground.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a win.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. They'll go play action with Sayin. Has it! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown, Ohio State!
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Deep in the end zone, it's Brown. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Here on the Cardinals sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Guys?
Okay, Holly. 2nd and long here. They give it back to him. He's there to make the stop.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Maybe a miscommunication. That one didn't have a chance.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath, like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Just feeds the running back. Turning it on! And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone. It'll be 1st down.
And this is exactly what you want to see from this offense. The defense forced a turnover, puts you in a great position. Now, put a few 1st downs together. Ultimate goal is to capitalize on it, punch it in the end zone. But nice job moving the football little by little, trying to get this touchdown.
Here's Julian saying to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation, and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
Really nice job by this defense. 1st down was not successful. They get the 2nd and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good...
He makes a grab. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point extends the lead to 16. So a drive that started just beyond midfield, only 49 yards, and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run.
number 96, set to kick off.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Hey guys, down here on the Louisville sideline, I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting them. I see them talk to each other, trying to tighten things up at the line of scrimmage. This is a factor. This crowd is...
Snags it, and there's running room. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Gets rid of it.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Second down, going to throw it. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Unloads to the wideout. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call. That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. So just a lack of discipline, and on 4th down, too, just hands this offense a 1st and 10. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Gets the back moving. Throwing, say it. Fires to the wideout. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down. To throw, it's Sayin. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. This is one of the great atmospheres in the sport, but this crowd demands to be entertained, and they are entertained right now.
Yeah, and when you got playmakers that you can throw the ball to down the field like Ohio State does consistently every year, you always expect this. This fan base goes nuts because year after year they have elite playmakers.
Really nice 1st down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Sayin to throw. Left side is Jackson. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Louisville calls its 2nd timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the 1st down.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. They put the brakes on it.
They have been running ISOs in football since the beginning of time, right? They want to isolate that linebacker. A lot of times they're going to pull a guard. Great job by the defense seeing it, getting downhill, understanding where the ball's coming, going downhill, attacking it, and getting the big tackle for a loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Motion from the wideout. Sayin. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Buckeyes! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So they covered 42 yards on the drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart.
Number 96, set to advance on the football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to become...
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They didn't quite get organized in time. They'll call a timeout with just 3 seconds remaining on the play clock. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Great place to start for this offense. Say it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jackson.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Using his legs, it's Jackson. Stopped right there. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. It's hardly a secret what this team wants to do. They want to feed the beast, let him run it, and control the line of scrimmage. Ground and pound, and continue to add to this lead in the 2nd half. Time to put an end to the speculation and find out they're inside the horseshoe.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. We're just about ready to start the 2nd half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. What do they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Guys, I caught up with the Buckeyes head coach coming out of the locker room. He is so excited about how his quarterback has performed. They did have a lot of high expectations for him, and he has lived up to the challenge. They get the ball here, and they are expected to go right down the field, regain some of that momentum that their quarterback had in the 1st half, and make sure he is setting the tone for the 2nd. Guys, back to you.
All right, Holly. They stop him behind. The scrimmage here ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the 2nd half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more...
Oh, it's picked off. Not the 2nd half start they'd hoped for. Couldn't find much room on the return, but what a costly miscue, and they've got it at the 26-yard line.
And that's the play the defense absolutely had to have. You know, going into halftime, you were down on the scoreboard. You just needed something really good to happen. And so right away, you get the interception, you create a turnover. That is huge. And it's critical now this offense is able to come on the field, take this thing down the field, score a touchdown, shorten this lead. You need complimentary football right now.
Rush right in his face, and he gets rid of it.
The offense obviously trailing here in the 2nd half. They're going to have to be able to throw the football effectively to come back in this game. But in order for that to happen, they have got to do a better job up front blocking.
misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. They'll run for it. It's Brown. Not gonna make it, and the fourth down gamble backfires. On the run, it's Jackson. Enough to move the chains. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Right back to the well. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Here's Julian saying to throw. Out wide left, it's Smith. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, it's Jackson. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Handoff again. He's past the sticks. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul.
I'm not sure he knew he had the face mask there, tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone. The Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the red zone, it's West. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Gonna run it. It's Jackson. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Sayin from the gun on third down. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Between the uprights, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Rides the option. He keeps it. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The run inside. It's Brown. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut.
intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Here's the give off the left side. And they not only knocked him down behind the line, they also put him back under the century mark for the day. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Some misdirection with the counter. Got the first down, and he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Run in the red zone, it's Jackson. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They showed this run in the first half, right? You saw it. They loaded up on this side, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Pull some guys, run the counter the other direction to keep the defense off balance.
He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. 2nd and goal for this offense. They'll move the tight end. Pushes toward the goal line. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. So the final tally on that drive will be 31 yards, and they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone.
Number 96, set to kick it away.
On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Second down to the air. And here's the third interception of the night. Touchdown, Ohio State. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
Well, we talked a little bit about this defense and just how special they are. And we've seen them dominate this game. They've held the opponent to 0 points. You now have the insult to injury with the pick six. They have dudes. They have better athletes than you do on that side of the football. That's been showing itself all game long.
And he tacks on the extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start on the ground with Brown. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. Caught over the middle. It's Foley. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Facing a third down and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll get rid of it. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. And the Cardinals send out the punt unit. Trying to get started. He's got great speed. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense.
Here we go, ready. Go.
Quick give, it's West. Hit and drop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Second down.
Go.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.